Philip, what did you think of this turnout today?
Oh, I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I mean it's exciting. I know there's still a long way to go, but it's exciting to see how passionate everyone is. It's exciting just to be down here and kind of visualize kind of what it looked like down here. You know, we go to so many cities where the baseball park is kind of right next door, and so it seems like just a perfect spot.
Could you imagine especially after that last Miami game, that you would even have a chance to get to even this point?
No, sure. Shoot, we've come a long way since that January 3rd, and I think there's still a long way to go. And I think, really, I wanted to be here to, obviously, what San Diego means to me and my family over the 12 years and what the Chargers mean to me as well, and them staying the San Diego Chargers. But really my role as a quarterback now is to go work like crazy the next 9 weeks and then go win a bunch of football games, help us win a bunch of football games, and that's the most we can do as players, us current players.
How important is it to have the commissioner here supporting us?
Yeah, I thought that was great. The fact that he came, having LT back is awesome. Obviously the love that the fans have for him, and when you think of, I mean, to me, I would think people that aren't from here, when they hear LaDainian Tomlinson, they think San Diego Chargers. They hear a long list of guys you could name, and so it's great to have LT back too. And just it seems to that, like I said, I felt like as bad as last year was, the way it ended, it just seemed to. I felt like it kind of fueled some emotion and some real energy in a positive way, and hopefully it carries on.
LT, what did you think of this crowd, the reception today?
So electric crowd, it was really amazing. The turnout, the excitement, enthusiasm from the fans. I'll tell you what, if we can get 65,000 more to be just like these people, then I think we'll be in good shape.
Why is it different? I know a couple months ago you seemed down as though it weren't going to happen. They were going to LA. What do you think has changed?
I think we can see the light at the end of the tunnel now. We can see the pathway to keeping the stadium here. Before we couldn't see that, and now I think it's come down to the community, and to me, the community has wanted the San Diego Chargers here, since this whole thing came about, right? And so now that I know it's in the hands of the community, I'm happy about it because it's up to them. They have an opportunity to keep the Chargers here in San Diego.
What did you think of all the fans that showed up and just the entire atmosphere? Listen, it's not very often that Roger Goodell goes somewhere and he's not booed.
And that's what was to me, that was so important to have Roger Goodell here. I think that says that this is important to the National Football League. And now that the fans see that Roger came out and they know that it's important to the National Football League, I think they will care more about making this happen.
Tom, what did you think of the turnout today?
It's overwhelming. It really is. It's overwhelming to see this many people come out and support us, and the energy was just incredible. It really was.
You have a franchise quarterback there on the stage, usually the most important position in any team. What's the second most important position?
It goes quarterback and then everything else.
You talked a little bit yesterday about the importance of having a winning product on the field for the fans in San Diego to be passionate about. You see this out here. Does that really crystallize that for you?
I'll tell you what, it does. Sometimes we're in our building and we don't interact, with the fans a whole lot. I mean, the players see fans all the time when they're out and about. We're in our building so much, but to come out here, it's overwhelming to see. And then, as if you need one more piece of motivation, I mean, this is it. I mean, these people live and die with this team, as we do. And it's just incredible to see, and it's just, like I said, it's overwhelming to see the support we have here.
We don't see the commissioner come out here very often. How important was it to get him out here, and what does that really say about the NFL's commitment to San Diego?
There's a huge commitment here. Yes, he came out, very thankful for that. He did a great job, and he's always been behind us, and this is an NFL city. He knows that. We know it, and we love it here, and as you can see, the response is just great.
He said he's going to have a Super Bowl here if we build a stadium. How much would you like to be playing in that Super Bowl in this new stadium?
Can't describe that enough.
You kept saying overwhelming. What were you expecting? I mean, you guys went through a very tough season last year. There was a sense that this could be it. They're gone no matter what. What were you expecting when you first came out?
I guess I didn't have any. Hadn't really thought about it. We're at work. I was just at work this morning doing some stuff. I jumped in my car, drove down here, and then we walk out, and the stage is there, and there's thousands of people cheering. It's just great to see. And like I said, if you need any extra motivation, which you shouldn't, you get it here because that energy level. This felt like our Super Bowl rally when we won the Super Bowl in Indianapolis, the way the energy was. So we need to get that back here. There's great fans here. We saw that in Denver and Cincinnati, those two playoff games, that many people traveled from San Diego, and we have fans all over the country too. The passion is there. The one thing about San Diego, which I've noticed from not living here, is this is a passionate city about a lot of things, but certainly football. And you can see that. And when you talk to people that are locals here, you can feel that passion. And that's, for us, that's wonderful. We're passionate about football, so it's worked. It's a great relationship.
LT said made the case for Tunzel. Your cornerback Jason Verrett made the case for defensive end. It helps the secondary. Who's leading? Who's right? Your Pro Bowl, corner, or your future Hall of Fame running back?
That's the one thing when you pick as high as we do. Everybody, they're all good players, which is great. So we're gonna get a great player. But yeah, I went out last night. I got plenty of opinions last night of who we should take. So we'll see.